My GF's daughter falsely accused me of SA her. Now I'm proved innocent. My GF wants to reconcile, but I'm not sure I want to. Plus update. Original post. TW. Mention of SA. We've been going out for the best part of 2 years. It was going amazingly well, and because of lockdown, we moved in together. She is just the one daughter and I always thought we got on well. Last week, I got home from work and I noticed her and her daughter were not in. I didn't really think it was strange, but I then was contacted by the police asking me to go in and see them, which I did. Basically, her daughter accused me of SA her. I didn't, of course, absolutely denied it, and the police asked me permission to search my house, which I did. They examined the daughter, didn't find anything, and she basically was interviewed and admitted she made it up. She admitted her dad, who's a real wrong-un, was telling her she needed to say that so it could get me out the picture and he might be able to be back in her life. He's not been in it for a while and hasn't long started to make contact and spend time with her, and we've noticed she's changed a bit lately. Acting out, being disrespectful, that sort of thing. If I ask her to do something, "You're not my dad," etc., naturally I'm relieved, but I'm angry, upset, and just really confused. My girlfriend made contact, saying she wants to move back in. We look into picking up where we left off. I told her no way, because I can't trust her daughter yet and don't really want to be around her, and I'm not sure I want her living under my roof. She said she's only a kid, and I shouldn't hold it against her and was being manipulated. I know that's true, but I can't look past how horrible it was. She also says as a mum she did what she has to do, and as horrible as it was, she'd do it again in a heartbeat, so can't say she apologizes. I mean, I get that, but it doesn't make anything easier, and I can't apologize for how I feel too. So here I am, I don't know what to do. She's staying with her mum until we can talk, but I genuinely don't know what way it'll go. Do I take her back and move on? Or shall I cut my losses? Edited to add, it's bad enough what happened. What's making it feels worse is that I feel like she should be a bit more empathetic and apologize at least for what happened and what the kid did. But she's not doing that. Edit to Jesus Christ. I'm not a police apologist or anything, but what is it with people in this thread and the police? They did a great job, investigated properly, and my name is cleared and I have no further involvement with them. I just don't understand why people have a problem with me stating the facts or even not being negative about them.
This is a story that I wanted to share with men, for men to understand that there will always be risk with dating a single mother. Dating a single mother is already an initial red flag, especially if she has a daughter. But still, regardless, it's a red flag. There's things that we have to understand. One, you will never be a priority. You will never be above her child, which is fine, that's understandable, but she will always more than likely trust her child more than you. She will more than likely be on her child's side more than you. She will more than likely put her children first or think about her children before she thinks about you, which is fine, but men have to understand that you will, at best, be second best, and that's at best, and more than likely you won't even be second best. She will have other priorities more than you, because it's a woman that she shown that she doesn't prioritize men. She prioritizes other things other than men, because it's indicative because of the results she's had. So it's just more information that men need to know before dating or marrying perhaps a single mother. You also run the risk of, let's say this, the child might not even liking you. The child might be disrespectful to you, and you won't even have any recourse. You won't even have any disciplinary abilities, right? Some mothers, I believe most, won't even let you really discipline them properly or to how you view that they should be disciplined. They won't even give you that power because they think that you don't have that power. Yet, you also have the responsibility of pretty much taking care of that child. Like, you always think, women always say, oh, it's my child, you don't need to worry about it. But you gotta think, if you guys live together, if you're paying the bills, if you're paying the majority of the bills, or even your half, you're still covering for the child's part of the bill, right? The child uses electricity, the child uses water, the child uses groceries, whatever. You're actually still contributing, which women never understand. If you live together, even if you go on dates, you do things together, you're still contributing to that child's survival in a sense. So you have the responsibilities, but none of the I don't know, perks or things that go along with being an actual parent.
Update. I broke up with her. A few people said, why is this even a question? Well, in all honesty, it was mainly because I'm not the most self-confident of guys. You see, even though I'm told I'm a great guy and a good catch, I've only ever been in 3 serious relationships and intimately active with 7 women including her, and she couldn't believe it when I told her I'd been single for a while before I met her. I don't have a lot of confidence with women. So I was genuinely weighing up if I should stay with her, as I might not meet anyone else for a while and might not be able to do better, as sad as that sounds. Plus, I was worried if I do meet someone else, how do I explain how my last relationship ended? Oh yeah, me and my ex didn't work out because her 13-year-old daughter accused me of fingering her and I didn't ever want to see her again. But she later admitted it was false and her dad out her up to it and the police cleared me. I'm totally innocent, honest. So I suppose, looking at myself, I've got a lot to work on before I consider dating again. So to elaborate on the breakup but keep it salient, I told her to come over last night. Said to her I agree what she did was right by her daughter and I would do the same if I had a child that told me that, but I think she's out of order for not apologizing what I've been through or showing me any empathy. I said I can't trust her daughter anymore, and don't want to be around her or have her in my life, so that's it. I'm finishing with her. I also said there's too much drama, I don't want her ex interfering in my life. I didn't sign up for that. She started really crying, saying she's so sorry etc., but I told her it's too late. She should have done that as soon as she knew I was innocent. I told her to go back to her mom's and think about how she wants to get her and her daughter's stuff back, and call me in a few days when she's decided. More tears, but she then after a while if it would make any difference if her daughter apologized. I said no, I never want to talk to her again, I'm especially done with her, and I explained why. Not only am I so angry with her, I can't trust her, and what she did makes me angry for another reason too. Basically, I was SA as a child by an older male family member when I was 7. It messed me up for a long time. So to have someone lie about something so disgusting, it fills me up with a lot of rage. She, my ex, had no idea. I never told her in our relationship at all. If she knew, she would definitely have apologized. I got so annoyed about that. Like, why does knowing what I went through make me more worthy of empathy? Does not ruining your boyfriend's life make me less of an apology? I went off on a rant about that. I was so pissed off. So after I had my rant about it, I told her to leave and we'll talk in a few days about when to start collecting her stuff. I feel mixed, justified in ending it, but sad it's over. Like, we were amazing up until this. Really started to bond as a team. Lots of good moments. My dog's missing them too. He sat by the door crying after she left. Edit. Just to get this out the way, let's stop with this "you let the father win" or "he's won" talk. He's not really won anything. He's alienated his daughter. Ex hates him and the police are looking for him. Not only to mention, if he happened to cause me or my family any more trouble or bother us again, it'll end up very badly for him. He may have won the battle, but he's certainly lost the war.
And for this is another thing, that you have to understand. For the mother to giving excuses for the daughter, saying that she was manipulated, fine, that's true, but saying that she would do it again, right? In the sense that she will always be behind her daughter's side. Well, that's a red flag. So you can't even trust the daughter. You can't even trust the mother, because there's no ground of trust. It's not a foundation of trust. You don't trust your partner. You will always trust your child more than your partner. So really, that's a red flag, and you're not building a good foundation on a relationship. And for her to just neglect how he felt, because you cannot understand the magnitude of having false accusation. I believe it's just as equal as the allegation, of the incident, right? If it happens, because both things destroy a person's life, career, relationships, even their future, right? Because it will be like a stigma on them. So that's why it's just terrible. And women like this, they should just stay alone. And this is why, one, you either get with other people that have kids too, or two, you stay alone until your children are adults and they are outside living their own, where you are now finding a situationship, because by then you don't qualify for a marriage really, or it will be near to impossible or very hard for you to find a marriage. So you should just look for a companionship by then. Another key thing about this story is that it shows you that men suffer. Men don't get easy access to women. Men finding a relationship is very, very difficult for men, and he's suffering from that. Where, although people say he's good looking, that doesn't turn out. That doesn't that doesn't result in actual relationships. So, a lot of men they take what they can. So it's something that I feel that it's sad, but I want to help men say that there's more focus. I get it. A relationship is very important. I wish I was in a relationship too, but at the end of the day, you have to think, refocus your energy, refocus your life, and just try to do other things. Because if it comes, great. If it doesn't, you'll be at a loss when you go about it by desperation. That's it.